Hello and welcome to Your Becoming podcast. This is my latest version of podcast. It has stemmed from my first podcast, which is Your Abundance podcast, which you can go and listen to in the backtracks. I wanted to welcome you. This podcast is for entrepreneurial, spirited women and men who want to take their life to the next level. And I am Eiran Trethowan. I am a mentor. I am a spiritual healer, amongst many other things that I'm not going to ramble off here. But I wanted to say thank you for coming here and listening. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. This is based on Substack, but you'll be able to listen to it on any podcast platform. But subscribing on my podcast on Substack will get you where you need to go and where you need to be. I am in awe of how my life has unfolded and how this podcast has come about, and I'm so excited to deliver what's coming to you. And please enjoy. I love to hear what you think, so please come back, head to my DMs on Instagram, comment on any posts, comment below on Substack, and let me know what happens for you when you listen, because I know that I'm here to activate more people into entrepreneurial lives and expanding themselves, which is very joined to your becoming as your highest potential. And I'm so looking forward to sharing that journey with you. Here's the next episode. Good morning, everyone, and happy, if you're in Australia, it's probably halfway through school holidays. And this morning, the vibe that's coming to me is around the goddess Aphrodite and romantic love. And so I wanted to share a blessing with you all today that is aligned with her essence. And whether you're in a relationship, calling one in, single and desire to be on your own, because romantic love is not just about you and someone else, although that is the essence and the point. If your current desire is to not have a relationship, which I've had in the past myself for a very long time, I was very much in my motherhood era, and I still am. But, I'm turning 50 this month, coming up, and I love the essence that's coming through me now, where I'm focusing more on the love that I have around me, the love and the essence that is already mine, and then also opening up to the divine sharing with me, what romantic love really is for me. And, I've been working on recently the idea that we are recognized by someone, by anyone, in the essence of how we exchange. And, a lot of my human design is I'm a sacral generator, and I am always in response to the energy in the world. And clearly we need more love today, so this is the message coming through. But in particular around, I haven't talked about this for a very long time. I always talk about leadership and career and how those things work. But for me, being in the feminine, that romantic love is part of our essence as women. It's part of our connective nature, that we are in community, not just with a partner, but with each other. And, being a solo parent, being a single woman, and I have been for a very long time, opening up the essence to bringing in and calling in true romantic love or true love, like not in a sense that like I have true love, like, my daughter brought me to this place like of true the essence of love, and truly experiencing that on one level, that unconditional love. And romantic love is different in it, that it is relational. It's someone outside of your family that sees you until they become your family, and you create families, or you don't have to create families. You can just, whether it's with expanding your life, like even the romance of life, like holidays are romantic. Like I had a client this week who was talking about, she came home from her mini break over the holidays a couple of days ago, and she just had this like call from work, and she was feeling really peaceful and blissful, and I'm going to retire where she went. Like she was feeling beautiful, and the essence was there. And then work called her on her school holidays, and she picked up the phone, and I was like, why would you pick up? Why would you even call them back? Like, because there was this, story that she had that, she can only feel that way on holidays. And I'm like, and yet as soon as you arrive back home from the romance had died from her holiday, basically, and she allowed that in, and that was the shift that she needed to make. It was the shift that she needed to make that created boundaries to the romance that she was feeling, but also how can we integrate that into all of our lives? Like, it's harder to find peace when there's so much going on in the world, but when you're on that romance of a holiday, it's like the beginning of the relationship where we feel, that essence of the romance and how things evolve and the momentum builds. And then eventually they say the honeymoon period's over, but what if you live life as if it was never over? Like you just were in the romance of life, in the magic of life, in the essence of life, on the regular, like all day, no matter what you were doing, and you proceeded through life in that aspect. Like that would just change the world very differently. And I can hear the naysayers like, don't be ridiculous. You have to be serious. You have to go to work. You can't behave like that in the way you feel. But we as women get to dictate the way we build our lives. We build our businesses. We build our relationships. And, the romance is within us first. And then, when someone recognizes us and brings us, for a lot of us, most of us have a design where recognition, and I'm not talking about proving or people pleasing or attention. I'm not talking about, the things that happen on dating apps where you get into this lower vibration buzz of dating where, it's a hit because you got a freaking like or a swipe or a ping or whatever. But that doesn't mean there is an essence in juiciness when you meet somebody that does recognize you and they send you a text message. I'm not taking away from that. But when it becomes this addictive kind of, lower vibration, that's not what we're talking about. In the essence, we're talking about the fact that somebody sees you fully, recognizes you for all the things that you offer the world, that you give to the world, that you're there to give them and to inspire them just as much as they inspire you back, and opening that up to the essence. Like that's what I've been thinking about, what true love is for me, and what opens up that essence and how that shines through, really. Now I'm recording this and, there's stuff going on in the background. There's things happening with my daughter in the background. We're on school holidays, but I still wanted to move in the essence of what Aphrodite, when I channeled her for myself this morning, wanted me to share with the world and with you. If you're the one listening to this and it's sending this message out to you, and understanding that there's that recognition in our exchange, but also that desire for something else out in the world, and whatever it is that you're manifesting, just to remember to bring that romantic love to that. And so I'm going to do a blessing today to enhance your true love relationships, not just any kind of relationship. We're calling it the divine, true, in the Tao we say it's a true love relationship. We don't say it's whatever, all the other things we could name in a relationship, which I have in my history for sure. But that true love, where someone recognizes you, and if you're in a relationship, to open that more up in the relationship you're in, and you could, bless yourself just to open up that in the relationship to yourself, because I feel like a lot of people come to me because what I've done in my life is, found that self-recognition across so many layers of my life. And the biggest learning then for me once I'd done that was letting someone see that in a deeper level with me, and being devoted to the Tao and healing and being devoted to the divine actually has done that for me, which, following my intuition, following my pings, who I'm becoming, is opening up these other aspects for me in my life, whether it's wealth, whether it's a partner, whether it's, my purpose and impact. Like, a lot of those are self-recognized, and we can do that within ourselves. And that's really the first place to start if you're looking to change up the way you're recognized by somebody. Because unless you recognize those things in yourself, someone else can't see them, or they may be there to show you those things, to recognize those things in yourself. But for the most part, that is the self work. And then there is the relational work, where we start to, how do we be in relationship with other people now that we've discovered this about ourselves, and what is it that we desire as people to bring in that layer of energy. So yes, I'm going to drop this as a beautiful blessing for you all, and just remembering, take a moment. You can close your eyes and relax. If you're driving, you can listen, but remembering to not close your eyes and concentrate where you're going. But it really would be better if you paused it and took a moment, gave yourself the romance that this blessing wants to bring in and wants to give you as part of your becoming. And let's see where we end up. So, as I said, take a moment. Feel your body in the chair. Feel your energy, feet on the ground if you have, grounding your energy in. Imagining cords going through your feet into the ground. Or imagining a white light coming from above. I'm going to call in the beautiful Aphrodite, goddess of romantic love. She's going to chant with us today. She's going to sing with us. She's going to bless us for our romantic endeavors in our future, clearing any negative information, karma that is in the way of you receiving romance, receiving beauty, receiving wealth, health. Like, I feel like it's on everything on that level, because what we're here to do today is open your heart more to the good, to the better, to the feelings that are absolutely aligned with somebody seeing you and recognizing you as a human being in a romantic sense, creating more love in the world, creating more peace, generating momentum in your life through that energy. Taking a deep breath in. How? Thank you. Love you. Thank you. I wish you all the best in your becoming. I'm Eiran Trethowan, and I am here to share gifts, to share love, and to align with your intuitive and most divine self. In life, in work, in technology, and if you desire anything more to work with me, please let me know, and I wish you all the best for your day. Sending love. Thank you for listening. If you loved this podcast, make sure that you have subscribed, because that is the place to elevate and transform and begin your becoming and expand your becoming and become who you're meant to be in the world, because your ideas matter.